All right. Hello, Falcon. So we have been working with solving equations, right? I want to do another day on that before we kind of get into the more difficult ones. I have the operation and inverse operation. So remember, we filled it out last time. This time it is being given to you. That way it's just kind of already there and we can get to trekking. So for number one, okay, I kind of pulled problems from IXL just because these are the type of problems you're seeing. I want to make sure that we have a few from the ones that you're seeing on there that might confuse you a little bit, since they're having you solve them a little bit differently than we did. All right, so nothing changes with what you're solving for, right? In this one, we're solving for B. We end up with B, we're good. So same thing, I can draw my barrier, I can circle what I want to get alone. Remember, I told you that requires no math. So what's on the same side of that line but not circled? That 1. So hopefully you're telling me, Mrs. Sherman, subtract the 1 from both sides, which it says right here. So -1 from both sides. This goes away. 1 minus 1 is 0. For B, then we have 9 minus 1, which is 8. Then it says divide both sides by 4. So these two are being multiplied. The inverse is to divide. So I'm going to divide by 4 on both sides. 4 divided by 4 is 1b or b. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So IXL is basically like having you solve it step by step and tell them what your answers would be, right? And if you notice in there, I put in the actual step to show you kind of how they're getting it. All right. So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. Now for number 2, we have same thing. Let's draw our barrier. We're going to circle the term with X. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. It says plus 18 right now, so the inverse of that would be minus 18, which is what it says right here. Subtract 18 from both sides. 18 minus 18 is 0, leaving me with a b over 14. Then we have 20 minus 18, which is 2. Some of you were kind of getting confused if you saw this. I understand that there's no number that you can see next to b, but there is an invisible 1. 1b and b are saying the same thing. There's 1b that is sitting there. So the inverse of that would be 14 over 1. We're going to do that on both sides. Remember how we, multiply, we put that 1 underneath. So 14 times 1 is 14 over 1 times 14 is 14. And b, and then we have 2 times 14, which is 28 over 1. I know you can't really see that, but again, that is a 28 over 1. I'll write it over here. That way you can see it a little bit better. 28 over 1, that's what's written right here. And then 14 divided by 14 is 1b, right? And 28 divided by 1 is 28. So again, in your box, right, on IXL, you'd be putting in the 2 and you'd be putting in the 28. Okay? So try 3. Try 3 on your own. Welcome back. So we should have put that there. We should have circled this. You should have minus 12 on both sides. I'm so sorry that these are all adding. My bad. That goes away, leaving me with 0. Divide both sides by 18. And you should have gotten D equals 0. Hopefully you're feeling good so far.